All right, now what we're going to do is the actual technique as it's supposed to be done. Remember, as we're doing this, our minds are focused on one thing, okay? It's actually a couple of things. It's isolation and replacement of controls, but everything is focused on getting as much of my body and as much pressure into the back of the shoulder, which is the rear delt. Also, if I can keep the elbow from touching the back or the lat, that's where I want to get my body as well. It's the same space anyway. But that's going to be what makes these transitions happen, what exposes the neck and ultimately gives the back control and the submission attempt or the submission completion. Okay, so we're going to go for the same thing. So turtle position, please, Bill. Okay, now we're going to split this open, all right? So look, this is closed up now. I'm going to use my knee like a can opener. Now, I want to use my knee in one particular way. So it's going to be this knee going in the line of the leg, okay? So it's going to look like this. So I slide down to split, and then I open the position so I can get in, okay? But I want the arm in this case, so I've got to use the other leg. But that also means I go down the same direction. That means this way to split, and then I pivot to collect the elbow. Now I've successfully blocked the elbow from touching the lat, okay? So I've got to maintain this control now before things start to change, because if I'm not moving into these controls right away, because at the moment I have none, then he's going to bail out, okay? So I'm going to go underneath, grab the wrist, because he's going to be defending his neck more than likely. Now watch, just turn slightly. As I roll my wrist, so this wrist is going to do this again, okay? And I'm just going to bring my knee, can you just lift your head for a second? All the way up, open the position. I'm just going to bring my knee, look, from here to there, okay? As I pull the wrist through, okay? Can you close the position? Okay, there. Now it's trapped. You see it? That's it. Okay, now the arm's trapped. That's all I needed to do. But I also need to get this knee to switch, if you remember. So here's the hand on the back of the shoulder. Drop it down, right? I put my pressure, and now the arm is flattened. Okay? Switch the knee. Change the side. Start to reach in for the choke. You just turn a little bit. Okay, and as I'm going for the back control, I've got to do this simultaneously now. Okay? Also, if the guy blocks like this is even better because he's compromised his arm. His arm is dead now because he's trying to keep pressure off of him from me pushing him forward. So if his hand is like this is a nice loop for you to travel through to then pass the gi. If you're going gi, if there's no gi, you go rear naked choke. I sit back, throw my leg, and come over. There's my first hook. His hand is naturally going to come back to defend his neck if you let his arm out. So take your left hand for the defense. There. And then going for the defense, he lets the second hook out, and now you have the back control. Now you can complete the choke, but ideally you'd like to do this simultaneously, okay? And even better, if you can keep this arm trapped, that's going to help you even further because he has no hand for defense. But even so, this is a good position. Close it up, lock yourself in, finish the choke, okay? Try it.